guys, this is Derek. I'm going to be making homestyle dinner tonight, and it's going to be part of Two Family Homestead's Homestyle dinner collaboration. There's a bunch of other channels that are getting in on this, so if you're interested in seeing other people's, going over to their channel. I think they're making a playlist. But I'll be making a meal that I ate a lot as a kid, and I still eat now. And I hope you'll enjoy it. Okay, so I'm going to be doing fried cube steak. This is from my family's beef. My dad and my brother raise beef cattle. So always some good stuff. So yeah, this is cube steak. For those of you that aren't familiar with it, it's usually either a piece of sirloin or a piece of beef round that is tenderized, because there's a lot of connective tissue in those cuts. And what I'm going to be doing, it's going to be really easy. All I'm going to do is dredge it in flour, and then it's going to go in this skillet right here. I'm going to be frying it up in some butter. I've kind of got stuff already prepped up, so it's a little quicker for me to do. And then slide over here. And in that pot, I have some rice that I'm getting ready to start. I do rice a little bit differently than some people. This is Jasmine rice, and I'm going to add 3 cloves and 1 star anise to it. The star anise I added in is broken half. It's not how it usually comes, but I'm just going to roll with it. Usually, like when my family did it, we'd have some type of, potato or rice or some type of thing like that, a carb to go with it. So decided on rice today. And then in addition to all that, I'm going to be using some corn that I picked last summer and froze. And all I'm really going to be doing is heating it up and adding a little salt and pepper, maybe a little butter. I haven't decided yet. So get the camera moved around and get cooking. Okay, so right now I've got most of these already breaded up. Just going to show you how I do the last one. I'm sure you guys have seen people bread cuts of pork and stuff by now, but so yeah, it's just a really quick dredge. You don't have to use egg wash if you don't want to. If you want multiple coats, just leave it out on the counter for a minute, and they'll kind of soak up some of the moisture in these. My dredge mixture is equal parts flour and cornstarch. The cornstarch gives it a really good crispness to it. And then a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper, and that's about it. When I'm doing this, I usually wait until the pan starts to smoke a little bit. This is cast iron, so if you're using it on another type of skillet, may not want to wait that long. But all you do is throw them in there. And these aren't terribly thick, so it doesn't take very long to cook them. But you do want to keep track of them, that way you get a good crispy layer of flour on the outside. And then in addition to this, I've got my rice going over there. I haven't quite started the corn yet, because the rice is going to take a few minutes longer. So yeah, I will come back when these are closer to being done. This is about the color that you're wanting to shoot for. Sometimes they turn out a little darker. It depends on what oil you're using. Since I'm using butter, it should brown up really well. And if these are still a little bit light when it's done, I may flip them back over just to brown them up a little bit more. Finally got the homegrown sweet corn on the stove. I haven't added anything to it yet. I'm going to wait until it warms up a little bit more, and then I'll add a little bit of butter and some salt and pepper to it. And I'll throw a lid on it and let all that incorporate. Okay, so everything's done. I ended up putting the cubes, or leaving the cube steak on a little bit longer. That's kind of the color you want to go for. Those darker bits that are up at the top, they're not burnt, they're just really dark brown, and they're really, really crunchy and really, really good, so you don't want to get rid of those. And I've got my rice. I already took the cloves and the star anise out. Might hit that with a little bit of olive oil if it's too dry. If not, it's just fine as it is. The spices that I put in it usually give it a really good flavor, so it doesn't really need much. And then still got the corn on the stove. So here's the final product. If you want, you can do like a gravy for the rice and the cube steak, or maybe you might want some steak sauce or some ketchup or whatever. I usually try to keep it pretty plain. That's kind of how I ate it when I was little and haven't really changed much. So, hope you enjoy what you saw, and make sure you check out all the other videos in the Homestyle dinner collaboration.